Okay, so I've done one test on the loop so far, and there is one leak here. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to deal with this because it looks tight. I mean, I can't move it, but at the same time, still leaking. So, it's a tough one. It doesn't look like it's leaning anyway. So I'm just gonna. I've tried adjusting it a little bit. I'm going to just fill it back up and do another test and get the rest of it filled up. There doesn't seem to be any leaks anywhere else, which is great. So yeah, see you in a minute. Okay, so I've now filled up with a fair bit, maybe a little bit too much for one loop. So I'm just going to turn it on now and see if there's any more leaks. This one here was quite loose, the screws were, the Crystal Link fittings, so I've tightened them up now and hopefully it'll be better. So where did that all go? Oh crap. There's one problem where this was leaking, but it seems to be okay now. This isn't leaking, it's just there's an air bubble there. But around the back, there's a quick disconnect here. And these are the wrong fittings for it. They're 10 by 16, but the pipe is... No, the pipe is too small for it, basically. So I've had to put in some neoprene, I think it's called, to fill it up, to fill up the space. And this is it, basically. It's just like it's like plastic stuff. I've been recommended this from the forums I post on. So I'm not sure. It looks like it's leaked a little bit. So I've put on more inside, but it felt kind of loose when I did it. So I'm going to do another test, and if it leaks again, I'm gonna have to stop because this won't do. Right. So I think I'm just gonna look from both sides, I think. Right, I'm ready to turn it on. Seems to be fine. No leaks here. No more leaks. At least I don't think there's any more leaks. Unless it's gone all over the floor, of course, then I'd be screwed. But no, it looks to be going fine. Right, so I'm just gonna do another refill. Well, I'm guessing the radiators are filling up. I think this one's got a long way to go before it gets full. But yeah, so here we go, another refill. Okay, so fourth refill. I've now used up an entire litre of this Mayhem stuff. Yeah, well, I got another litre. Okay, so I'm just going to turn it on now and see how it goes. So I've got the loop on now. There's just enough to be in there, and there's just enough to be in there. But it's going, and there's no leaks from what I can see. It's just getting rid of the bubbles now. And at the back, there's no leaks from the quick disconnect either. So that's nice. When I first filled it up, well, it's doing this weird thing where if I turn it off, one of the tops will fill up. Sorry, one of the reservoirs will fill up, but the other one will stay pretty empty. It'll fill up right to the top as well. So I just turned it off. And okay, so it seems to be staying there. Okay. I was expecting one of them to fill up, but I guess maybe it's because I've closed it now, put the lid on. I guess maybe I need to do that from now on. Okay, well, see how it goes. We'll add more. Okay, so this is going to be the 5th refill. So now as you can see, the liquid is in all of them, in all the tubes. Going all the way down. The reservoir is almost done. This one is practically empty. This one's practically full. Right, I'm hoping when I turn it on, it'll bounce out. Over here, we can see that these two are full. The quick disconnect. That's from the lower pump to the the side radiator. Then from the side radiator into here. So I'm just going to turn it on now and see what happens. I was hoping that one would get more full. Maybe I'll unscrew this, see what happens. I don't know. But I can hear the air bubbles coming through. I don't know if you can hear it, but that's the pump. There's no leaks whatsoever so far. Okay. I'm gonna fiddle around. I'll put this down and fiddle around and see if I can get the water to come up, the liquid to come up into the second one more. Okay, so this is the 6th fill. Now I can see this one's full, both full. Okay, the loops seem to be full, so I think this could be potentially the last test. We'll see now. I'm just gonna turn it on and see what happens. Hope for the best. Hopefully it doesn't go everywhere. Okay. So far so good. The pumps are turning. I can hear the air just going through. I'm going to have to give this a while and see how long it takes. But I can't see any I can't see any leaks compared to earlier. Earlier I had these tops off, and I'm guessing because there was no air pressure there to stop the water from rising, it just came over and pretty much just, well, nearly flooded the area down below. But I'll clean the rest of that up in a second. But yeah, it seems to be okay so far. There's the sound of the air bubbles up here. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be able to do about that. Maybe I'll have to turn it upside down or something. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I can't shake it, can I? No idea. This seems to have gone down a bit. But you can see the bubbles. Don't know if you can see it because of the camera light. I'm sorry, I'm only using my phone. But yeah, there's the odd bubble. But it has gone a lot quieter all of a sudden. Okay, well, I'm gonna stop recording now. I think that's enough for you guys. I don't think you need any more. Okay, so I've done a leak test and I filled the loop up. There's no leaks. I left it running for about an hour. It seems to be fine. So I'm just going to, well, just run it and see what happens. I've connected HDMI to the crappy graphics card and a keyboard and mouse to my TV. So I just need to see what post messages it leaves. Hopefully it won't leave any. So yeah, here it goes. Seems to be running around 34. Fans are going on full speed, but they're not getting any signal on the TV. There's a red light there that I'm not a fan of. So I'm not sure what that is about. So I'm just gonna have a look. But there were no beeps, so I suppose that's a good thing.